Jamestown woman demands more accountability from city government. Police respond to a road rage incident, and a city man arrested for obstruction of public services. That's News Now for Tuesday, September 26, 2017.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
Last night's city council meeting left questions unanswered for some city residents.
And now they're calling out city council. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Our top story, a Jamestown woman is demanding more accountability and transparency from city government. Raven Mason told the city council on Monday night during public comment it has become apparent to her that there is a level of intimidation that has silenced the integrity of the council.
The forces behind this intimidation need to be removed. This has further led me to consider the role of our media, the role that they play in such candor matters. If I, as a constituent, am not seeing an openness and transparent process of council, then how are our journalists able to provide an objective story and perform their journalistic roles without compromise? If the resolution for the annexation vote is not even read or fully discussed at any level at parliamentary procedure, then everything reported comes only from what council members, and certain ones in particular, can dictate to the public. Does this not constitute as biased reporting when things are omitted or not openly addressed at these meetings?
The annexation between Jamestown, Faulkner, and Ellicott is headed to Supreme Court.
Well, state police responded to an incident outside of the village of Sherman on Monday for a call of a man pulling a gun on another man on I-86. Our Ryan Hedrick is there.
Well, I've never heard of a clear definition of it. It's, just common sense. If you see people acting unsafely, I would definitely give them some room. Well, the most important thing is to stay safe, so you don't want to get involved in the road rage incident yourself. But I also suggest calling 911 to report the incident.
Ryan, thank you. Almost 70% of traffic fatalities are caused by aggressive driving, and almost 40% of aggressive driving accidents involve a firearm. That's according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
A wanted city man is in police custody Tuesday morning. WNY News Now reporter Kyle Heelis reports 37-year-old Joey Wheezy was in the back of a JPD SUV outside his residence at 91 Highland Avenue. Wheezy was wanted by Jamestown Police for misdemeanor obstruction of public services. We will have more at WNYNewsNow.com.
Straight ahead, food deserts. Well, they may be a problem here in Jamestown. We'll dive into that next, but first, here's Dakota Hunter. He's standing by in the Skyline First Defense Weather Center.
Now, your First Defense Forecast with Dakota Hunter.
Skyline weather, Justin. That used to be our old weather branding.
Right? That's a
we have some Yeah, we have some more heat on the way. First off, let's take a look at First Defender live scan. We don't have a drop of rain showing up across the area, just the typical ground clutter pattern on the radar this morning. Let's take a look at the current conditions out at the airport. It is 76 degrees out there. Of course, it feels like 77 when we have that 68-degree dew point, and that calm wind obviously just does not make it feel any cooler. But here's your First Defense forecast for today. Plentiful sunshine on tap with high clouds in the afternoon. The humidity will remain, and we could see another record breaker today. I got my forecast high at 86. The record is 87. Would not be a bit surprised if we actually do break it. And then for tonight, patchy fog redevelops in the southern tier and especially around the river valley areas. Otherwise, partly cloudy. We'll dip down to around 63. And then for tomorrow, patchy fog burns off by late morning, mostly to a partly sunny sky. There is a slight chance of a rain shower in the afternoon. We'll go for that high of around 82 degrees. And then up on the 7-day, we drop from 82 on Wednesday down to 66 on Thursday, which is right around where we should be for this time of year. And we get into a fall pattern for the remainder of the 7-day. News Now continues right after the break, so you stay with us.
Chautauqua Audio Works now offers instrument rentals starting at just $17 per month. We're your school's band and orchestra headquarters, the only place with loaners on site. So pick up an instrument today. Order online with the keyword Chautauqua, shipping straight to your door. You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Democratic candidate for county executive Mike Ferguson is credited with raising and donating around 40,000 pounds of food to help victims of Hurricane Harvey and Irma. The candidate made this announcement last night, crediting the community and a number of volunteers for making the shipment possible. In a statement, Ferguson said, "We need to be prepared to act quickly, whether it's disaster relief, economic development, combating the drug crisis, or addressing concerns at the county level."
County lawmaker and Republican candidate for county executive George Borrello says he's working to create a healthier Chautauqua County. Borrello said creating a healthy community is important for so many reasons.
A healthy county means healthy cities. And if you want people to live, to work, to visit our whether it's grocery stores or whether it's farmers markets or restaurants, whether it's the ability for people to bring their goods to market in a place where, in an urban center where people are more likely to be there and be able to spend the money on them, that's vital.
A food desert is a part of a community that is devoid of fresh fruits, veggies, and other healthy whole foods. This is due largely to lack of grocery stores, farmers markets, and healthy food providers.
National anthem protesting was the storyline across much of the NFL this past weekend. Channel 7's Joe Biscaglia caught up with our Ryan Hedrick Monday afternoon.
You know, there were about a dozen or so Bills players that decided to take a knee. Will that continue? I think they have to think about that. The Bills as a team have to think about it, and it's something we really won't know the answer to until Sunday kind of pops around. So it's a boring answer, but I think it's a wait and see, because the immediacy of the entire event and how it all came down and how it kind of popped up out of nowhere, and the Bills having that voluntary team meeting on Saturday and a Saturday night. I mean, it's all an unprecedented situation about this.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Located in the St. Elmo building in Chautauqua Institution, La Familia Restaurant is more than a restaurant.
So people love the fact that we are committed to the farm-to-table aspect in our produce and focus on sustainability with our seafood, too.
La Familia has signature dishes.
Sirloin filet over on the table. Next is our Aegean chicken and cider brine pork chop.
La Familia even has a singing chef. La Familia, fine dining with a family atmosphere. Let them host your special event today. LaFamiliaCHQ.com.
Scottish proverb once said, "Do not judge by appearances. A rich heart may be under a poor coat." Oh yes, unless you're talking about Aaron Judge, who not only tied Mark McGwire's rookie home run record yesterday, but
deep to left field, going back Cabrera, looking up, see ya, he's done it, home run number 50. No rookie has ever hit 50 home runs in a season till Aaron Judge right now.
Yep, Michael K. on the Yes Network. Aaron Judge going deep not once but twice. He now stands alone, making Major League Baseball history, beating Mark McGwire's long-standing rookie home run record of 49. He has 50 on the season, and the Yankees going to beat the Royals with a week left in the season. Yes, we will see the Bronx Bombers in October. More from Joe Buscaglia as the Buffalo Bills now look to what's next. Well, what's next is Bills players return to practice on Wednesday. Buscaglia says he still can't wrap his mind around what happened on Sunday. Monday Night Football, the Cowboys beat the Arizona Cardinals 27-14. And late-breaking news from New York City, 4 college basketball coaches were among those facing federal charges today in a wide probe of fraud and corruption in the NCAA. The coaches were identified as Chuck Person of Auburn, Emmanuel Richardson of Arizona, Tony Bland of Southern California, and Lamont Evans of Oklahoma State. They are in federal custody and expected to make court appearances later today. From the Schultz Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick for WNY Sports Now. It all unfolds here.
Welcome to Internet Market Value Pricing. At Schultz, we use a unique computer software program that determines what every used vehicle within 250 miles is selling for. Then we price our vehicle at the lowest possible price, with no haggling, no uncertainty, and no hassle to you. All certified pre-owned vehicles come with a free Schultz Advantage 1-year maintenance plan, limited lifetime engine warranty, Carfax report, and go through a multi-point inspection before they are offered for sale. Visit us at schultzauto.com or in person at one of our convenient locations.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
A lifelong Pittsburgh Steelers fan is going viral after burning his terrible towel in protest of the Steelers not appearing for the national anthem. You see there, Brian Purdy's video was posted on Facebook with the caption, "If you disrespect our country, I cannot support you. Hashtag Steelers no more." Oh boy, Matt.
What?
That's this issue. Mm-hmm. I did not expect there to be so much buzz, about it. I figured that, okay, the protests, just like the original guy there, what's his name?
Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick,
yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. He started it, and then it's like, okay, so now we got that idea, and now it's spread like wildfire. I don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, I appreciate that they're exercising their rights to protest.
All I'm going to say is my opinion's my opinion.
Right.
Your opinion's your opinion.
Right.
And that's why when it comes to sports on Sundays, I don't want to watch pregame shows.
Right.
And I don't want to watch halftime shows. And it has nothing to do with my opinion per se, but in my eyes, sports is meant to be a distraction from the world.
Right.
So
are they crossing that line then? I mean, as a sports reporter, did they cross that line as to they're no longer now they're part of the world? It's not so much the distraction.
It's not my place to create a line. It's just My opinion is that I want to look at sports for sports. We all have our own opinions with politics,
Right.
religion, what have
Rightfully
you.
so.
And incorrect. At this point, I just want to watch sports. That's all there is.
Dakota, are you a big sports fan? Or?
Well, if it comes to football, but I won't name my team because I'll get hate on my Twitter for that, so I won't name it.
It's the Patriots.
Hey. But, yeah, with that.
Throw him under the bus.
And I also like auto racing too, as well as playing a little golf. Let's take a look at the 7-day.
Awesome. Oh, look at him. He's moving right on. He's like, all right, goodbye.
Let's just go to weather. Let's take a look at the 7-day one more time. And again, a possible record breaker again today. I'm holding my high at 86. Would not be a bit surprised if we actually do hit 87 at the airport. And then after tomorrow, we get into a fall pattern. And again, note the lows on Sunday morning and Monday morning, possible frost both mornings, so get ready for that. And I wanted to show this too because I thought this was absolutely hysterical, and that is, if my weather clicker will
His clicker
work.
doesn't reach.
Hold on, I need to go over to the Weather Center.
No, I got it. I'll get it from over here.
And,
I think I can get it. Oh, we can't.
Okay, our technical
transition.
director, you gotta hit the other keyboard, the black one. Hit the space bar.
See.
Yeah,
No,
there it
we
is.
go.
And I wanted to show this because I thought this was absolutely hysterical. The National Weather Service in San Juan, had ultimately updated the radar status message to reflect that the radar was destroyed by Hurricane Maria.
Oh, man.
I just thought this was funny. The radar was abused by Maria. As a result, the Radome divorced the tower and ran away with one dependent. The antenna... Reconciliation will hopefully be completed in 3 to 6 months. Maria fled the scene heading northwest. She is considered armed and dangerous. Do not attempt to apprehend.
Oh man, that's good.
I just thought that was absolutely hysterical. And so now we know that the radar is going to be out of service for at least 3 to 6 months while they rebuild it. But I just thought that was hysterical. You might as well have a little fun about it.
That's right. You have to.
Exactly. Make a little light in a pretty serious situation. Now, what are they going to do in Puerto Rico? That's not the only radar they have, is it?
Well, there actually is a radar at the airport in San Juan. It's called a terminal Doppler. It's not the same thing as the NexRad. But as far as that did not go down and it's still operational, they do have access to that. But obviously, because Puerto Rico is an island,
they want it high up, which is where the NexRad was at the airport, not as the same level.
Actually, I believe that the radar in San Juan actually sat up on a hill at a higher elevation. So obviously, you get the higher winds at a higher elevation than you do down low.
So they can still forecast accurately. It's just not going to be as concise. Or
actually, the San Juan office, I believe, still has communications as soon as they get power back, 'cause I'm not sure if they still have power or not. But all the forecasting can still be done by the office. They just don't have access to the radar. And again, it is a big blow because they're an island. And now, normally the way the radar works is that there's overlapping coverage between the NexRads. So, for example, like if the Buffalo radar goes down, we still have the radar from Binghamton State College and Cleveland that we can use, that we can stitch together and create a radar image. But because that's really the only radar on Puerto Rico that is owned by the Weather Service, it is a bit of a big deal. But hopefully, 3 to 6 months, hopefully quicker, that radar will be rebuilt and they'll be back in business.
All right, and you will keep us updated.
I will.
There's a lot of people in the city of Jamestown who are very interested in the status there in Puerto Rico, and they have family there, and it's good that they're keeping on top of that. So that's it for today. Of course, we're back tomorrow. For News 24/7, visit WNYNewsNow.com. It's where coverage comes first. See you tomorrow.